Hello, how's it going? I'm on a bit earlier today because I've got to leave earlier. So I thought I'd still try and get in like an hour or two Assassin's Creed on the 7900 XTX. Also, had the internet guy around this morning, didn't I? New router. Whew. And he's doubled my upload speed. Holy smokes. Is that going to work? Probably not, but we'll find out. So this is also another little bit of a test. If it crashes, goes down, we know it's not worked. Andy, hello. But I'm going to be doing Assassin's Creed Mirage. Check it out. Should get some pretty decent frames on this. I want that off. Motion blur off. I want that off. It's reset on my settings, I think. I'll play it first natively, 4K. So we're at 4K here. With everything maxed. We'll check out FSR and stuff as well. I think we're maxed out. And we just want all this stuff off. We didn't actually try adaptive quality yesterday, did we? It's basically dynamic resolution scaling, isn't it? Interestingly, we're calculating a little bit more, I think, here. It was, what, 6.4 on my 4090? 7.2? Should we do the benchmark thing first? Where is that? Oh, that's not that button. Where is it? Am I going crazy? How did we do it? How did we do it yesterday? Anyone remember? Did I miss it? But okay, maybe we're not doing that. Ah, is it on the main thing? No? Is it on the title screen? Have I got to be on the title screen? Possibly. I have got to be on the title screen. God damn it, I got on Battlefield thinking Season 6 was live, but it's not for another 4 days. Oh. I was going to look at that tomorrow. Did it get delayed, or did you just miss... yeah, you just thought it was earlier. So we're looking at, what, 80 to 90-ish? It is the frame time's stuttering is similar, isn't it? It doesn't look quite as bad as my 4090, but I think it was just doing all this shader compiling. It is stuttering again still. Not quite sure on the benchmark tool on this game. It seems a bit all over the place. I was wrong. Oh, right. Thing is, I mean, to be honest, I do that all the time. Especially this time of year. There's so many games coming out, I can never remember all the dates. So, like, I just think, even like the 4900K, what was it I said yesterday? I said, like, 2 dates. Did I say, like, the 14th or the 17th? I didn't actually even look. What is the date it's coming out? It's probably neither of those. It is the 17th, so I was... But you know what I mean? I don't know why I thought it was either the 14th or the 17th, but I thought it was one of those. Right, average we got 88. So we're looking at probably, what, like 20 to 30 FPS, I think, less than the 4090, which is pretty much about right. roughly what you'd expect on average from this. Let me hop into the game. Bogdan, hello. Probably done over anti-cheat causes stuttering. Yeah, but the issue is it only does it in the benchmark tool. That's why I think it's probably not that. Because it doesn't do it in the game. In the full game, it's fine. If it was caused by the anti-cheat, it would be doing it in game as well. It only seems to do it in the benchmark. But I think it's because of the... I initially thought it was because on the 4090 we did it straight away, so it was the shaders compiling, maybe. Similar thing to on this on the benchmark tool, but once we're in game, it's fine. Like you can see here, look at my frame time. Ooh. Flat as a pancake. Should we synchronize just because it looks cool? So one thing I'm noticing already, 340 to 350 watts on this. I was using basically 100 less on my 4090. How insane is that? That's the first time I've ever seen a 4090 use like less power. And have 30 FPS more. That's crazy. I was expecting this game to... It didn't look so heavy on the power, but we're still like pretty much maxing out on this. I've never really seen it use less. It always pretty much maxes it out. This assassin have bugs? Not really. I think the only weird thing I saw was when my guy was floating. But it wasn't even really a... I don't know if that was even really a bug. It was more like I was just stood on one of the steps, weirdly. I guess that is a bug. That's not how it's supposed to be, is it? How it was intended. I was just like hovering. I'm gonna go to this waypoint. Leo, yo. Stormtastic, yo. How many GPUs do I have? Quite a few. Was here yesterday, and it was a 4090, yeah. And then tomorrow it'll probably be a 4080. And then the day after that, maybe a 4070 or a 7900 XT. Whew. Mix it up. Pick and mix. Soy, thanks for subscribing. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. What is Soy Sigoneashiao? But looking like we're getting reasonably good performance with this. Not quite. We are breaking 100, but I think it's looking like our average, what, 96. So maybe it's just going to be just under. Where was I? I was trying to go. Oh, I tell you what I did do. I was trying to record some video on my 4090, and then basically I recorded the whole thing, and then I realised that my mic wasn't plugged in. So I was basically talking to myself for like 20 minutes. Gonna have to do that all again. Just upgraded from a 1650 to a 3060 Ti. Nice. Oh, bit of a stutter then. I used to use a 1650 as well, actually. I used to have it in a laptop. I used to game on that. Well, I test with an A770. I don't have it anymore. I got rid of it. I'm keen to test it out on any new Intel cards when they release the new ones, but I didn't have a very good time with that arc. It was causing me too many issues, so I ended up getting rid of it. Tomic, hello. This is native, yeah. I'm trying to get over. There's a huge wall. Is there a gate there I can go through? Nothing to... Oh, it's this... What's the way through here? Can I just walk through? Should be able to just walk through, shouldn't I? Although, actually, no, I can't, because I've got 3 threat. Chinese Queen, yo! Is this fun? I would say it's quite fun, yeah. How do I kill this guy, then? Right, so we got to get rid of... We rip down these posters to lose this threat level.
You there, halt!
Oh no, it's bad, it's bad.
I'll silence you.
Oh no. I thought the rope was there. There was another rope, wasn't there? I used the other one, didn't I? Is this exclusively on you? I think so. It might be on Epic, people were saying, but I don't know. I don't think it would be. I think it would just be on Ubisoft, but I could be wrong. I got it on Ubisoft. Is there any driver problems with this GPU? Not. It's better now. When I bought it day one, there was. I think if you bought the cards 3 or 4 months after release, there was less problems. If you bought it straight away at first, you might have... I had a couple of problems. Why can't I assassinate this guy? The only kind of driver level issues at the moment is just the problems with that AMD fluid motion. But it is only beta. I'd pretty much advise if you brand new to AMD cards, probably just like install the beta drivers at your own peril. Like sometimes they can be okay, but sometimes they can be very buggy. Like if you wanna just have a perfect experience, just wait until they officially release drivers instead of doing like beta ones. Just obviously, if you do get the base ones, be prepared that there could be issues. You know, if you're happy with that, then it's fine. But and yeah, sometimes on brand new releases, it can take a couple of months for drivers to kind of settle down a bit. So at first they can be a bit ropey.
Best I stay hidden.
Seeing about the same GPU usage on this as well as my 49. I'd say we're using a little bit less CPU, I think, by the looks of it. Still between 10 and 20% though.
Poor lightness.
So we've got to rip these down. So I've got 1 out of 3 now. Skull Ripper, hello. Too bad it won't be on Steam. Yeah, I hate the thing with Assassin's Creed games. I have half of them on Steam and like half on Ubisoft. You know, it's really annoying. All switched to Unreal. Yeah, but you wouldn't be getting frames like this in Unreal Engine 5 probably. I mean, every Unreal Engine 5 we've seen this year so far has been about 40 FPS day one at 4K. And that's even on my 4090. It's only on Epic and Ubisoft, so it is on Epic, is it? I managed to get it on Ubisoft, and I had a load of points on there, so I got like, I think it's £44, and then I got £10 off from like these Ubisoft points. So I was like, yeah, might as well do that. I have problems with CS2, but it's getting better. Oh, what, an AMD? Yeah, I think the AMD thing on Counter-Strike 2, though, is if you boot up the game and play like a few practice games, it's got to like load shaders in. So if you jump straight into a game, it stutters really badly. But it did it for me when I streamed it, and after about 10 minutes, it was fine. I didn't have the problem. It was like occasional stutter, but not as... It was playable. When I first dropped in the game, when I first booted it up, it was unplayable for me. Like, I couldn't... Every time I tried to shoot, it stuttered. So getting a bit of stuttering in this every now and then. Not anything major. Seems to hold up pretty decent frame rate, I'd say. Try out FSR. It doesn't do it in Counter-Strike anymore. There was a couple of game updates, wasn't there, recently that I saw, so maybe it got ironed out in that. I didn't see the same thing on the nvidia. That's why I wasn't sure if it was shaders, because I'd have thought it had done the same thing on nvidia too, but I'll try out quality first. So that's... I think you'd expect to give you about 20 to 30 FPS more on average, which we had an average of like 95, didn't we? We're getting about 102 now, sitting at 122. So you probably see about that too. Do notice, I think overall upscaling on this game isn't really that too good. It seems to degrade the image quality quite a bit, like across all of them, DLSS, FSR, and XESS. It makes it often in some places look really low textures. I'd say just about get away with quality, but anything lower than that, I mean, I don't really... I'd say I'd be pretty happy sitting at 100 FPS at 4K native, personally. Like, you know, you do gain like a 20 FPS, but I don't really need that. I'd rather just sit at native. So I've got to climb that. It looks really nice here, doesn't it? Bit colourful. You can see it even on the stream. Yeah, I'll check out Ultra Performance too, but you should be able to really notice that. Because that looked even not that great on DLSS. I don't know why the like music's playing as though I'm in a chase. I'm not still in a chase, am I? Let me climb that. Where do I go? Oh, you can't climb these, can you? Have I just got to go around? We're actually a little bit low on the old health here. How do I get out? It won't let me out. Gotta go out this way. Now what? Balls of steel. Game looks great. Yeah, I think the graphics are pretty good. People have... It's a little... I would say it's a little bit of a different style to maybe what we've seen in recent years. It's more like Valhalla graphics than it is... It's like a combination of Origins and Valhalla, like those two games. But I quite like it. It's not looking as good. I've currently got FSR quality on, so it's a little bit... It looks a bit blurry. I think there's some definitely nice places. The environments, I think, some of them look pretty good. You go out into the desert and stuff. We did yesterday. The draw distance and stuff looks really good. We went to climb that... Oh, I forgot what it's called. Climb that, like, rock-looking formation thing. So, noticed... I mean, our power's dipped a little... It seems like it dips... I mean, it's all over the place. I saw 405 then. Did you see that? I'd say on average it looks like we're using slightly less with FSR, which would make sense. Not by much, but we saw it drop on the 4090 by about 30 watts with DLSS. So we're seeing the lows look a little bit lower, 320, 330. CPU usage though gone up, I'd say a little bit, 5% maybe. This is with FSR right now, FSR quality. I'll check out... Let me check out... I'll go Ultra Performance and just show you how kind of blurry it can get. Performance is... Yeah, I think at native, at least on these cards, the performance is actually just really good native. I don't really need to use... So we're hitting, what, 170, 180 FPS, but look at this. The upscaling on this game is really... it gets pretty chalked at these presets. Look at that. Like, this would actually hurt my eyes if I was playing with this. Like, you kind of completely... Fair enough, if you, like, have to use this, but I'd say you'd be better off just dropping your resolution before using this, you know? Like, actually, if you have to use this to get any decent performance, just drop your res. Because I think, yeah, playing with this for an hour or two would actually hurt my eyes, I think. It was it's not a good time. And you're obviously getting the frame rate, but I don't really think it's worth it. I mean, my monitor's only 144 Hz anyway, so I wouldn't even really be making the most of it. I think getting 100 FPS on this game is pretty decent, even at native. Power's gone down quite a bit now, though, 300 watts. CPU power gone up, though. But yeah, look, it's almost like got quite bad popping as well when you're using it, like into the distance. Yeah, that's not too good of a time, that one. Let me try to switch performance. I think quality, I can notice the difference with quality, but it's okay at quality. It's not terrible. You can notice it on some. So like this is obviously better than Ultra Performance, but it's still quite bad. Everything just not that sharp. I'm heading over to this mission. But I say performance. We're gaining from quality. What are we gaining? Maybe like not even that much really. Like 20 to 30 FPS from quality. I don't really think it's worth it. Is the game quiet for you guys? It's really quiet for me. It might just be my headset. Are we max? Master 100%. We are. I think it's just my headset. Let's play like this to find out if it really hurts your eyes. No. I have like perfect vision. I'll have you know. I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to go to the opticians and say, I've ruined my eyes because I was playing ultra performance. I mean, he's going to look at me and not have a clue what I'm talking about, but... I'll just say, they made me do it. They made me do it. Looks like we're going over the wall. Oh, stuttering then. Is it true FSR is bad below quality settings? In my opinion, yeah. I'd say it varies a lot in what game, because I think each game looks a bit different. Some games don't... The quality of the game doesn't get so affected by it, but some games it really gets affected. So it really depends what game, but I'd always advise like quality or balanced, maybe at a push, depending on the game. Anything below that, it starts getting not too good. And even a DLSS performance that looks much better. Yeah, I think nvidia overall in the upscaling picture-wise probably have the best overall quality at the quality preset. So like FSR quality and DLSS quality, I would say it's probably not a huge difference. But the more you go down, so like DLSS performance, for example, looks a lot better than FSR performance. I'd say you start to notice that a lot more. But yet again, it really depends on the game. You take something like Cyberpunk. FSR looks really horrendous in that at performance, where DLSS doesn't really look that bad. But then in some other games, like this game, I'd say DLSS performance looks a lot worse than normal. So it really varies quite a lot. But I'd just try and stay above balanced if you can. And it also depends what res you're playing at. So obviously, if you're at 4K, balanced isn't so bad. But if you're at 1080p... you're rendering a lot lower, so like you're already starting off at a lower res, and then you're going even lower than that. Balanced at 4K is still what, 1080p-ish, in and around there. So it's still like not that bad, but balanced at 1080p is what, it's like 480p or something probably. You see what I mean? I think it affects the upscaling at lower res already is. It makes it's worse. It's worse at 1080p. I probably wouldn't use anything less than quality at 1080p. You do get the benefit at 1080p though of the anti-aliasing, so sometimes quality upscaling will actually make the image look a bit better. But then you start going down, it can get quite bad. What did I have it on? I had it on performance, so let me switch to balance now. Just so we can get an idea of that. But there's not really huge gaps in performance between each of the settings on this game. That's why, for me, the image quality outweighs. Becomes not worth it. So, like, even at balance here, we're at 140, and then ultra performance, you're at, like, 150, 160. It's not enough of an increase of frames to be worth losing that amount of quality. I could actually just get my camel, couldn't I? That's probably a better idea. Where is he? Where is he? How do I call him? No, I can't remember how to call him. I thought he was left on the... Ah, I think I've got to hold it down. Can I try old school filter? What's that? I don't know what that is. Any bugs so far? Not really. I had, like I said earlier, I had one bug. It was like I was I walked up steps and I was kind of floating.
Now, where is Ali?
It's stuttering quite a lot here, isn't it? So I stood on some steps and my character was just floating. I think, and maybe like one or two random NPC things, but nothing crazy. Nothing game breaking or anything. Where's this? Synchronize that. In the menu there's an option. You got any idea where though? Is this a good Assassin's Creed? I like it so far. It's hard to say though. I've not progressed enough through it, I don't think, to have a complete idea yet. But I've liked it so far.
To my aid at my darkest hour. And from what I have heard, I am not the only one. I will pay great tribute to you in a chronicle of our exploits. But we must first write the end of it. Come.
I see you two have met.
Only briefly. But the night is young and there is much to discuss. About what you can procure for me.
I've also noticed the the upscaling seems to mess with the lighting a bit.
I will listen to your needs, Ali. Later. Share what you know about Al-Ghul, so that Bassem may do what he's come here to do.
Yes. Your affairs before mine. But just this once. Al-Ghul sends orders to the prison guards detailing where to dig around Baghdad. But it's not just prisoners he's using.
There is a promissory note for workers here. It looks like Al-Ghul arranges to purchase migrant laborers as well.
Who in Baghdad could make these sorts of arrangements without raising suspicion?
There is but one man, Masoud al-Yaqub. He runs Baghdad's soap mills, finds paying work for foreign settlers.
And as I've said I said yesterday about the character models, I think I feel like they're a bit of a downgrade compared to other Assassin's Creeds.
Guys are providing them with a livelihood.
Beshi!
He tracked down one of Al-Ghul's dig sites, posed as a prisoner.
I feel like Odyssey, the modeling in Odyssey to me seems way better than this.
But that did not stop the guards from trying to silence us. I cracked one skull and fled. I doubt the others were as lucky.
A foolish thing to do with nothing to show for it.
Not nothing. Al-Ghul will be at the Caravanserai. I overheard the guards talking.
You guys got issues with Windows 11 then?
Merchants from all over stop there to rest.
I think I missed the conversation.
If Masoud is buying migrant workers, it is likely the Caravanserai
I still haven't
is where
upgraded
he
yet.
conducts his affairs. What does he look like?
He is a
I've got it on my
large
laptop.
man. Favors adornments like jewels and silks from the east.
Then he will be hard to miss. It is time, Bassem.
What is your plan?
That will be for Bassem to decide.
Basim? Alone? No. Let me gather some men.
And allow for foolish spectacle. Your day to display your prowess will come. But this day belongs to Bassem. Consider it part of our agreement. Bassem?
Only get support up to 2025. I'll be on BBOS by then. I'll have my own operating system. What am I agreeing to? I'm ready. Give me a moment. I'm ready. I was born ready.
I am ready.
Then walk with me.
Counter server, hello. Don't upgrade in the first month. Yeah, no, I normally, to be honest, with Windows updates, I don't really upgrade for years, to be honest. Normally, I don't do it for ages. I know there was like when Windows 11 first came out, all I was hearing was just problems with like gaming and stuff, and I was not interested in having to deal with that. Especially when I'm building, like doing testing the computers and stuff. People were saying you got to like disable this and enable this, and I'm just like, nah, can't be honest with that. It works fine on Windows 10 for me, so I'm just gonna leave it on that for now. Menu general, menu general. That's not a thing. Wait. Menu general iconic color filter. It's not under there. I don't see what that is. Graphics. Screen. Oh no, that looks horrible. Why would we want to do this to ourselves? Oh. I see what you mean though. This is like the original, isn't it? But nah. This and a combination of this and ultra performance. I'd rather put pins in my eyes. Is this what the original games look like?
I have great belief in that, and in you. Through all my stoicism, my harsh.
It's got basically no colour. There's like no colour at all. I do recall this style. The first one was the first one not like this?
And that is where I intend to remain. Beholden to your
I could have sworn the first game had this vibe. God, you don't realise how little colour there is. Why did they put this in? Just for the nostalgia? Does anyone actually play with this? I feel like I'm missing out, you know?
As busy as a beehive.
Come. Set your sights under it.
Merchants, livestock, caravans from all walks. And I thought Anbar's
Played the first one in 2007 on a laptop. I watched my mate play the first one. It was back in the days when Xbox 360, you know, multiplayer wasn't really a thing. You know, you used to go around your mate's house and take it in turns, you know. We had one controller. Those were the days. Had to run downtown to buy an Xbox Live membership. And they give you the little card. Those were the days.
That is Mas'ud. On the balcony.
Fighting over the controller whose turn it is.
I see him. Go now. Wet it with the blood of the slain. I will find you when it is over.
You think your cruelties.
Oh wait, the cutscenes still have the colour.
You chose those with little voice, whose cries you knew would go unheard.
This also bugs me too, that the cutscenes are capped at 30 FPS. It really bugs me.
Cast away like so much refuse. All to scour the desert for some artifact.
Going from 120 to 30 in the
cutscene.
It's like really brutal.
You prefer your
Thanks for making me feel
chained,
old too.
starved.
I remember playing Sensible World of Soccer. I don't know what year that was that it came out. It was probably like 96 or 97. And me and my mate used to play it on a joystick. He'd be on a joystick and I'd be on the keys, like WASD, to move around. Oh. That's where it all started for me. Well, that's where the benchmark boy starts, you know.
The stage is yours, Basim. I will be watching.
Did it switch? I feel like I've got a bit more colour now.
Guide me, Enki.
I find this thing harder than the... Damn long ago. Yeah. Jazz Jack Rabbit on the PC. And then my mate's PC got a virus, so we couldn't use it for like months.
Patience, discipline, and when the opportunity
It looks like there's just...
presents itself.
God, honestly, that looks... I don't wish that on anyone. Look at the difference, look. Imagine if, like, for some reason the game was bugged and accidentally loaded it up with this on, and you didn't know... That's like something I'd do. I end up playing the whole game with this on by accident, and then finding it after I've completed it and being like, what, the game looks like this? Oh my god.
Seize it.
Oh, look at that. I feel blinded by colour.
This is a test, Basim.
I'm also... I think we still had FSR on, right? I've got to switch that off for now. Yeah, we got it unbalanced. I'll switch that off. Native. I'll play FSR natively to see if we're getting the anti-aliasing of it. You're not really going to notice so much at 4K, but... check it out anyway. Mr. Robot, hello. It's up between 3060 and 4060. It has more VRAM. I'm not into frame generation stuff. What do you mean? What, you wouldn't use it at all? The only really massive benefits, obviously, with the 4060 is it's a newer card. AV1 potentially. I don't know if you'd have any interest in using that. Because of the VRAM. Yeah, but... I wouldn't sole purchase a 3060 based on the VRAM. Personally. Like, I'd rather have a 3060 Ti. I don't... What's the difference in pricing where you are? What's the difference in pricing? I think that'd probably be what made my decision. What am I eating? Sorry, was it loud? Protein bar. I was in a bit of a rush today. Had the engineer round for like an hour and a half. Talking about football. He's an Arsenal fan. No. As soon as he said that, I was like, that's a disgrace.
Not welcome here. Go.
Hey!
What delays your departure, friend?
Someone by the name of Mas'ud saw fit to inspect my wares. And so here I wait. Who does he think he is?
3060 Ti has, yeah, it has 8 gig VRAM, yeah.
What is it you are carrying?
I'd still much rather, like, the VRAM, the 12 gig VRAM won't help, like, it won't help you solely that alone on the 3060. I'd much rather have a newer card with less VRAM.
Ready your camel.
Like, the only way that VRAM's become an issue for you would be if you're using ray tracing, but then if that, in that case, you'd be better off having frame generation.
Not welcome here. Go.
Let me know what the difference in pricing is, though. I think that would be the decision. Would be what's the difference between the pricing? What's the difference between the pricing for the 3060, 3060 Ti, and 4060 where you are? I don't know what country you're in. Is there another guy I can talk to?
I need your eyes, my friend.
I can see... What's this here? Is that what it's telling me? I get the confiscated item, so that's what I've got to get. I assume it's on the ground floor, isn't it? Okay, so there's someone else I can talk to here. The price is the same for some reason. It's what, they're all the same. 3060, 3060 Ti and 4060. I've got to get in. Can I just... How do I think I've... Is there any way to climb up? Oh, there's a little hole here. I think I can get in through there. Yeah. Alright, that's happening. Ooh. Restricted area, what?
A crate with spices and silks. There cannot be too many of those around.
Can I assassinate him? Right. Let's do this properly. And when I say that, we all know what's going to happen, don't we? I'm going to be seen immediately. What were we thinking? I was thinking... I meant to try and turn that Ubisoft thing off. It's super annoying. Boom. Take him out. $3060 Ti is better because yeah, I think if you're really not bothered about the frame, like for me personally, I'd probably get the 4060 just because I would use the frame generation. But if you're adamant that you don't want to use that, then I'd rather have the 3060 Ti than the 3060. So like, if they're all the same pricing, then I guess that doesn't matter either. So then it'd be your decision to make if you wanted the frame generation basically or not. If you don't, then 3060 Ti. Oh, I can't climb up. There's two guys down there though. Jump down! Oh no, it's gonna go. No, no, no. Oh no. Hide in the plant. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this is game over. I want to get in the plant, but I'm worried if I now jump and I get in the plant. They've gone, they've gone. 7900 is good. Yeah, but you can't get that anywhere. Can you get it in America? You can't get it in Europe. Full HD, hello. How is the game? It's good, I like it. Performance is really good.
We were promised steady work and fruitful returns. Now we're being made to slog in the desert. We were deceived. Please, you must help us.
What can I do to help?
Tell me what I can do.
7800 XT, yeah. I'll get around to it.
Has a deed that binds us to Mas'ud. If he has not collected his fee, he should still be here.
If I can relieve these men of their duty, it will not be long before Al-Ghul catches wind of his disbanded workforce.
Right. What's going on here?
Keep at it.
Hold on.
I'm no good in a fight.
A strange thing to happen upon. Perhaps I can use this.
That was sneaky. So find and speak to the worker's handler, but the problem is I need to use the bird.
What do you see, Enkidu?
Have I tried Forza yet? No. Didn't think it was out yet. Is it early access though? I really hate this thing. Right, there's something. Alright, we got the hang of it now. Oh, look at that. No hiding from me.
Two men are having a loud dispute, but
Where was
not
it?
loud enough. How might I push them over the edge? Well met, traveler. The Karwan is rich with wares today. I was wondering if you had any goods to sell?
I only deal in dirham.
Similar to the first part or more similar to the last part? What do you mean?
Who you ask.
What, more similar to the first game?
I sell men, laborers. But my lot is spoken for.
Could I change your mind?
Early
I have
access
points,
right now.
and could use
Yeah, have you got to pay more for it though?
15,000.
I was probably potentially just going to wait for it to come out. Pay 15,000? I don't have it.
That is absurd. Who has the means to pay so much?
It is better to keep that question to
Because I think it comes out next week anyway, doesn't it? Just
Be
the
on your
standard
way
one.
now.
If I am going to free those laborers, I will have to steal the deed.
Right, there was no way I could do what he was telling me. I'm just going to have to pickpocket him, aren't I? Right, how do I do it?
Now to free those men. Act as usual.
Where is...
He's only gone and nicked it.
Have I dropped it? No, 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 no!
I'm gonna just switch back to native. We still had FSR on, but I don't really FSR like at native. Don't really notice too much difference. Oh no. They see you so quick.
I'm no good in a fight.
He doesn't know where I am though, does he? Did you the next Samsung phone CPU is gonna have... Did I see that? No, I don't really pay too much attention to mobile phones. Like, it feels like there's always a brand new phone coming out. Like, I don't really pay too much attention. I know, like, the latest iPhone supposedly can play like top title games, can't it? But I don't really keep up with it that much. Right, I'm going to talk to this guy, huh?
I have claimed the deed from your handler. You are bound no longer. Go! The laborers run amok. Al-Ghul will take notice. I must be ready to strike. Word will surely get to Al-Ghul. Come
Right.
out and spectate, coward.
Buy this game now, wait for discounts. Well, I mean, I got it on discount already, so I'd say it probably wouldn't, I don't think, be too long before it's on discount. Depends. I guess it really depends how desperate you are to play it, like how much of an Assassin's Creed fan you are. If you're like a die-hard fan, then you might want to get it now, but...
What is happening out there?
What have I got to do here then? Oh,
Ends now.
right. Are we ready? Focus. Oh, look at that. Right in the neck. Oh, dear. That guy's day has just gone extremely badly. Where did all the people go?
Turn your hate inward, Masood. It is your wickedness that has led you here.
Wickedness? To whom? The unenlightened? The feeble who have cast their lot? It is our divine will to rule over them. Our duty to exact their contribution.
Contribution? To what?
To what could be. The very knowledge of which lies buried beneath these sands.
Some things are meant to stay that way.
No. These are gifts, destined to be recovered. They speak to us, as you well know.
Me?
Oh, yes. A hidden one you may be, but not just.
Rescue and Padge. What is it Ezio says? I assume it's rest in peace in Italian. Oh my god, what the hell is that? Assassin's Focus. Select which RB and A when done. Oh look, perform an assassination sequence. Not seen this yet, have we? RB target. Right, oh this is cool. Damn!
Yeah?
Basim.
Took those guys out easy.
Al-Ghul's relentless pursuit at the expense of human lives has come to an end. It is a day of victory, not only for those spared of his cruelty, but for the hidden ones. The Order's grand plot in Baghdad may still be a mystery, but we can at least be certain Al-Ghul's role in it has been vanquished.
I believe what he sought to uncover were more strange objects, like the one I took from the Winter Palace. What does the Order want with these
You're really
relics of
busting
the
at this
past?
game, fam, no cap.
And why guard them with so much effort?
You are beginning to ask the right questions, Basim. We shall find the answers together.
Lately, all I have are questions.
I don't think I've ever heard
What do you mean?
an English person ever say the
Nothing.
word bussin',
Forget I said
like
it.
in just normal life.
How am I to guide
Maybe it's just
you
my
if
age,
you will
though.
not speak openly?
I don't really think it's a term that we use here, unless maybe the kids use it, but
Struggled with nightmares. In these dreams, a jinni torments
I'd
me
say that
until
was
I wake
Leng.
up panicked and
That's probably what the
soaked
kids
with
say.
sweat. In Alamut, I had nearly forgotten about it. But when I killed Al-Ghul, I felt its presence again.
What do you mean?
I felt its presence again. 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 I felt And I am left asking why? Why here? Why now? Why me? Piling questions and no answers.
Do people say it if they find someone attractive?
You were afraid I would think you weak of mind.
Like, you know, I'd say like, oh, she's well fit.
We are only as weak
Do
as
people
we
say
allow
she's
ourselves to
bussing?
be. To shed a weakness, you must do what is necessary to mend that which causes you pain.
Will you permit me a brief respite? I wish to seek out an old friend.
She be bussing.
I remember. She's important to you, isn't she?
She is. But last we spoke, I led her to believe otherwise.
This causes you pain. Then go and heal this wound without delay. Find me at the Harbier Bureau when it is set up.
Guys, please like the stream. Elliot Alderson, thanks.
If that was indeed Nihal, I have not a clue where she went. Back home in Anbar, maybe.
I've also got a load of skill points, haven't I? I've got 7. Increase the maximum number of elixirs. That's going to be a lifesaver. Literally. Keys and highlights opportunities like chests. Easier to discover. That might be useful. Is there more? Is this it? This feels like not that many. Normally it's a bigger skill tree. Kick back. Feels like this is a bit bugged. Automatically performs a roll when landing on danger. That'd be good. Boom. Understand from my lessons in English language, bussing is a slang word referring to... Yeah, I think it's a more American thing though. I think it's more American term. I don't know how much people use it in England, but it might be a younger thing because, like I say, I don't think I've ever heard anyone use it in a sentence in England. A lot of these words though now are kind of intertwined with... It's same as no cap. Like, I've never ever heard anyone in England say that in a sentence because it's like an American term, but maybe younger people do. You know, I'm old. I'm old as shit.
Focus.
The camel is fast. Yeah, I mean, look at it. Get up! Get up! Look at him go. Anyone ever been on a camel? Is it as scary as being on a horse? Because I tell you, I do not ever want to get on another horse ever. I've done it once. It was one of the most terrifying experiences in my whole life. It's a popular term among Gen Z TikTok users. That'd be it then. The complete opposite of me. Millennial, never ever used TikTok my entire life. So yeah, maybe it's maybe all the kids are using it. Oh, there's another cat. Oh, let me take it. Can I not pick it up? Oh, look at it.
Beware the Si'la. Stay clear of this place.
Is that another one? Oh, look. Pick it up. What? It won't let me pick that one up.
Oh, the horror! Protect me from this most evil of creatures. creations.
What's this guy yapping about?
What troubles you?
My friends, my neighbors, all dead. Slain by an evil spirit.
Evil spirit?
Can
I
camels
saw her.
run like that? Yeah, I think they can. I think camels can actually go
The most
pretty
deadly
quick,
creature.
can't they?
You saw her? Are you certain?
Yes, I am certain.
With your true eye or your mind's eye? The latter cannot always be trusted.
طبعا. No matter the eye, what else could it be? To take so many lives so quickly.
It will not be the first demon I have met. Nor will it be
Even the word
last.
fur. What, is that a slang word, is it? I've never heard of it. As a slang word. Oh, I didn't listen to what the guy said. What did he say? Oh my god, what's that? Do you see that? Did you see that? Just like appearing. What was that? Look, there. Look. It was there, it was there. G-Man, hello, it's good, how about you? So it's now telling me... What's that down there? He said something about spirits, and then I see something down here. It's a chest.
Chinese markings. The air
Does like every game have cats you can pet? I hope so.
gnaws at my skin. Is this the breath of the Sialat?
We want, you know, we need more of that in games.
The crystals within this jar. My guess.
You know, that'll take the edge off a
Salomoniac
bad performing
or
game.
something like it.
You know? You boot up a game
I
day
should not
one,
linger.
and you're getting
The
30
poisoned vapor
FPS,
from the
so you're
crystals has
absolutely
grown
raging,
weak,
right?
But could still prove deadly.
But then you can pet a cat. Just takes the edge off. Then you're calm again, you know? And it stops you from refunding the game too. Fun fact, camels don't put the water in their humps. Where do they put it? In a plastic bottle?
Beware! The Sa'la walks among us. Do not become her next victim.
What is going on here?
Nothing can hide from us, Enkidu.
Tale of Baghdad. But I've started it. Look for Nihal back home. What? Stop refunding the game because you're not petting a cat? No. Yeah. Why would you refund a game where you can pet a cat? I know I wouldn't. I'm keeping that game. Forspoken. You know, the game's absolute garbage. You can pet cats in that game. Why would I refund it? That's why I've still got it. Oh, wait, damn. What's this thing? Can I not pet this one? I don't think I can pet it. I don't want to be petted. I'm just going to chuck knives at it. Oh, one hit. Oh, wait, I see the tracks. Oh, okay, I gotta go to this. Let me get that. What is this here? Something here?
Merchants stopped here, watered their animals at the river. Something was offloaded. The tracks
I did want to
suggest it
know,
was the
these
villagers'
boats,
doing.
can I get on these? I
Was
didn't
the
actually see
wagon's
this
owner
yet.
even aware?
Oh my god, you can. Oh my god. Oh, here we go. Use Y. Reorient. Oh yes, here we go. What does that do then? Oh, it turns you around. Got ya. The water looks good, doesn't it? I can't get off. Disembark. There we go. Is that frogs? I do feel like there's quite a nice attention to detail in this game. The way the desert looks too often at times. I feel like it's nice.
That direction.
You know, they've added frogs. It's a nice attention to detail. And like that there, you see like the sand blowing and like stuff like this. Oh my god, I hit it in the nose. That's brutal.
Something heavy was dragged along here.
Gangster. I don't understand. I don't know Russian.
Flesh blistered. Almost melted in places.
Yassine, hello. How's it going?
A most unnatural death.
Whenever I play games, I alt-tab browse around my PC. Feels laggy. What game? Are you borderless or full screen? I assume you're borderless if you've got the game open. How much RAM have you got?
The emblem of the Khalifa's palace. I must share my findings with the survivor.
Are you getting the 10? Are you getting 20 Chrome tabs open? It's probably making your RAM cry. Is it doing that in every game or specific games? I'll talk to this guy again.
Huh. I am glad the Sa'ala did not get you. Was it a hard fight?
Not at all. Which is usually the case when the opponent does not exist.
Of course she exists.
There is no demon. Not here. It was the desperation
YouTube
of your
and
friends
how much
that led
RAM
to
is
this
being
tragedy.
used when you do all of that?
Are you sure?
Chinese merchants passed through, pausing to water their animals, correct? At this point, your friends decided to steal a chest of jars, not knowing they held a harmful vapor. Most likely something the Khalifa's alchemists requested for their studies. When your friends opened the jars, the poison killed them within a few
How much
heartbeats.
video memory in the set? Oh, in
I
low
know
settings.
that look. Shame.
I can look. Hang on.
Guilt.
The jars. It was my idea to steal them. I thought they might hold something we could sell.
I am sorry. Truly,
No
I am.
upscaler, not right now. No, I'm native
Now
right
you
now.
must
You're looking at
live with the
about 80
consequences of
to
your
100, 105
What have I
max.
I
At
have
native
caused the
4K.
deaths of so many.
Play this soon on a 3070 Ti. Nice. It should run pretty good. Overall performance is decent. Right. What, am I switching everything to minimum? Can we just do it in one low, yeah? No! No! Did I save it? Oh no, I didn't know it reboots. Right. Someone who's getting kicked. Someone's getting kicked. Who said it? I don't know. Oh, surely that must have auto-saved after that. After I completed that mission. I mean, I can only hope. Knowing my luck, it hasn't. I think it would have done it, yeah. It'd have automatically saved, wouldn't it? I don't know if I saw that icon. Yeah, I would initially... I mean, it sounds like maybe your RAM is... Your whole amount of RAM's being used or something. That would cause that. Like, if you've got the game open... If you've got the game open and a load of other stuff going on too, it might be like using an insane amount of RAM if you're using like Chrome or something. But I mean, best thing to do would be like task manager it and just see what the RAM usage is when you're doing it. Yeah, or you could try, yeah. I assume he's already borderless, though. If he's alt-tabbing and... I assume he's got the game on one screen and stuff on the other. If you were full screen, you'd lose the game, you know? It would disappear most of the time. So I'm all on low here. It seems like it's put adaptive quality to 30 FPS. Keeps frame rate stable, automatically adjusting game resolution in resource-heavy scenes. But I don't think I want that. I'll switch that off because... I don't really want it dynamically scaling because then we're not really seeing what it's doing, you know, performance-wise. Right, so this is everything on minimum. I mean, don't really gain much FPS, do we? But the VRAM's at 5. So... basically half's VRAM. But that's not an issue at all on this card anyway. So this game looks not good at low, I tell you. Look at that. Oh no, look at it. Oh dear. Oh dear. That is not looking good. What is that? I'll have that for dinner. Come at me, bro. Oh. How do I get it? Hell no. Play Redfall. Completed it. Completed it, mate. How do I kill this thing, though? Just go ham on it. God, look at it. What did I do? I went minimum settings. He wanted to see what the VRAM's like, so the VRAM's halved, basically. But, I mean, obviously the game looks horrendous. There's a sheep. Where are we on the map? So this area... oh, God, it's all the way over there. We could fast travel to that, which was, I think, the stone formation thing, wasn't it? I climbed last night. Hey. But I do ideally want to change the graphics back. So yeah, we've seen that. Doesn't really give you that much increase in frame rate, really. I mean, we're averaging, what, 80 to 105, so here we're at 120, aren't we? 120, 130. I could look for you quick. If I let me fast travel to the city. Let me go here, and we can see how much it differs. But it's not an insane amount going from maxed out to low. You're looking at, what, like 20 FPS? 20 to 30 FPS, probably. Considering how bad it looks. Reminds me of what, like, the first game, Assassin's Creed 1, looked like. So, a bit more VRAM here, almost 6 gig. But, I mean, VRAM's not really an issue on this card at all. This game overall uses a real low amount of VRAM. compared to some of the other games this year. I want to pet this cat. Come on, wake up. Wake up! There we go. Oh, look at it. When 4070? I'll go through as many cards as I can. So 4070 would probably be sometime maybe beginning of next week. So yeah, using 6 gig now. I mean, FPS 115, I mean, would be hitting about 80 or 90 at max settings, so... Not really a... Still using full power on the GPU as well. Not really a huge difference, is it? Look at the textures, though, loading in. The, like, draw distance is horrendous. Look at that. You see that tree? Oh, I can't show it now. Like, look, you see... See that stuff? Like, look, that bush. All the people are shouting at me because I'm getting a knife out. Let me just save it because it's going to probably restart the game again, isn't it? I'll switch it back. Custom, ultra high. Here we go. Get it going. We do want to switch this off. Motion blur off. Native. Oh no, wait. Why did it do that? Alright, I think we're good. Yeah, it restarts the game every time you change those settings. So be mindful of that. White screen flickers? What do you mean? What, when you're in a game there's just flickering... What, the whole screen flickers to white? For like, what, a second, or is it? Spider-Man 2 series, yeah. Oh, what, did you see my poll? Yeah, I think I don't actually have a PS5, but I think I'll probably get one. I was kind of excited to play that game. I was also looking into trying to get some sort of performance metrics. And I was actually writing a program in Python to try and basically track the FPS that's coming from my capture card, but I couldn't really find a solution yet. I don't know if I'll be able to get the FPS for it. The only way to do it really would be to record the video and then I can run it through it and it would tell me what the FPS is, but to do it on a live stream is kind of near enough impossible, I think, and I don't have enough time. It doesn't seem like an easy thing to do on console, but it'd be cool to just... I could play around with the different settings and we can kind of see graphics and I can even roughly tell performance, I think, from it. We can do like performance mode and quality mode, stuff like this. But to see like any live... It's a bit of a shame. You can't really see any performance metrics and stuff on PS5. Unless someone knows a definitive way of how to do it. But I had a bit of a research on it the other day and I couldn't really find an exact answer on how to do it. I think some games have it. Like some games you can actually toggle it, but there's no way to do it on a live stream like I normally do, you know? It happens in New World. What? It's just is it happening in multiple games or just that game? So, like, are you able to establish if it's the game or is it an actual, like, PC-related problem? Where's this poster? There it is. Get that down.
Low profile.
Get that down. That was what I was trying to do. Voted on the post. Nice, thanks. Yeah, I'll. I think it comes out. It comes out on the 20th, doesn't it? So, I'll get a PS5. Play through that. I quite enjoyed those games. I used to play Spider-Man back in the day. To play it on, what was it, PS2? But I've played the two PC ones that have come out. The Spider-Man Remastered and Miles Morales. I quite like them.
I need to get rid of these.
Do some testing to try and report results of another device.
What?
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Happens for... I only experienced it in Starfield and New World. Could it be... wait, what FPS are you running at? 240? Could it be like FreeSync or so? Have you got... What's your monitor? It could maybe be the frame rate you've got in those games that's doing something. I don't know. So if it's multiple games... Where's this mission? I have no sync. So all of that is off on the actual monitor level, is it? Like FreeSync and all of that. And when it happens, are you full screen or borderless or something? Meet with the poet. Yeah, but where the hell is he? Why don't I see? Oh, he's ages away. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it.
It's nice to feel useful.
Alright, where is he? What? Is it this guy? Is this the poet?
How about arousing tunes?
What is going... What? It says he's here, right? What? Am I going mad?
I need your help, my friend.
Use full screen. It doesn't happen in Battlefield. Yeah, I'd maybe try reset. I'd maybe try switching sync on and just to test it though, just to establish if that is what's causing it. If it still happens anyway, then at least we can rule that out.
You are the poet with the foolish tongue?
Because it might not be the game, it could be your frame rate. So obviously your frame rate varies game to game. So like in Battlefield, maybe you have, I don't know, where you obviously have different frames from the other games. So like that could be what the difference is. But it sounds, I don't know, it sounds like it's obviously not artifacting, but it's like the equivalent of flickering. But I don't. It could be a cable. Well, it's not going to be a cable if it's not in Battlefield, is it?
Clear the way, aided by some physical effort, of course.
I think. Yeah, I'd try it with sync. I'd try that. Escort the poet. You look at 120. And it still yeah, but what about actually switching VSync on though? What happens if you cap Battlefield at 120? Do the same thing in Battlefield that you're doing in New World. Oh, what do I do here? Just because you need to try and establish what... If you're using different things in different games, we don't know... You know, we don't know what might be causing it. Don't think you can track FPS in memory. I'm not sure what that's in reference to. I didn't say you can.
That's my nephew.
I don't think you can track your FPS in memory.
Secret, but I fear he might take it to his grave.
I will release him from that.
Oh,
conflict.
you mean the PS5 thing? Got you. Well, the only idea I had was to basically, on a capture card, to basically track the frame rate of the incoming signal. But I think it's like overridden by... I don't really understand how all that stuff works, to be honest, but I'm guessing it's like... It's set to whatever the capture card is pulling it out or whatever. So, like, the only way I could do it would be to track it from the other side, so, like, the PS5 side, but there's no way to do that. Like, I could maybe do it on Windows, but I don't see how there'd be a way to do that on PS5 unless you modded, I don't know, you know? I don't even know enough about any of that stuff to even really talk on it.
Your hour has come.
But, yeah, it definitely seemed... Probably, if there is a way... I mean, it's probably so complex, like, I won't be able to get it done in time for Spider-Man 2.
Someone, please help me.
Don't really have much on it. Yeah. The issue really is I don't know enough about... Overall, I don't really know anything about kind of, like, video... tech stuff. I'm also really bad with like audio stuff. Like my audio setup currently is just like the most basic level thing ever. Like I could probably learn. I've just never needed to, you know, it's one of those things that unless you actually need it, you don't know how to do it. Even like my capture card, stream PC, all that stuff, it took me forever to set it all up, get it working. I had to watch countless videos and... The Cypher Gamer, yo! I'm good, how are you? Sanjit, yo! Yeah, I'm alright. No need to mess with a PS5? Yeah, but he does what he wants, doesn't he? I does what I want. If I want to pick the PS5 up and throw it out the window... to see if it takes full damage, I'll do it. Oh, right in the neck. Live RoboCop demo? No. I think the full game's coming out soon, isn't it? I think I'd maybe just play the full game. I don't think it comes out quite soon, doesn't it? Do I support other YouTube channels? Yeah.
You see those dark cell souls? I believe they were sent to hunt me down.
They certainly do not look like students of poetry. I will deal with them.
In November, yeah. I thought because I've got so many games to play, new games. I thought there's probably not much point in me playing the demo. If it comes out next month, I might as well just play the full game. How many guys are here? How do I split these guys up? I think I could get him without the other guy seeing. The answer to that is no. The answer is no. He saw me. But he's a bit stupid, this guy, it looks like.
Look, it's him! He's over here!
Track down stuff, yeah. And also PS5 probably just make it really, not Sony. It's probably really hard to do stuff like that on consoles, like PlayStation, I imagine. It's like learning a whole new thing in itself. I did have a program in Python that's pulling the, it's basically capturing the game. So like I had that working with the FPS, but it just didn't seem accurate to me, and that's pretty much as far as I got in the open, I think it's, what's it called? OpenCV. You can capture video and game and like live feed with it. But it seemed I'd have to mess around with all the codecs and stuff because it just didn't seem right for me, but I sort of ran out of time. Like I said, I'd have to spend a lot more time on it to really get that working. It'd be really handy if we could just switch FPS on in Spider-Man. I don't know if that's a feature on PS5. I think in some games you can, like COD and a couple of other games, but...
Barakallahu feek. I will write a poem in your honor.
Poetry is like music to my ears. All the more so when I am the subject.
Then you shall have your music.
I have to have a look. I haven't actually used Python in ages. I used to use it a fair bit, but it's been ages since I've used it.
From this earthly existence.
Right. What time is it? I do have to head off in a little bit. We'll get another mission in, at least another main mission, maybe a side mission. Check out this other area. How do I track? Was I not tracking that? How do I? Alright, okay, there we go. Now I just need to... The closest I can fast travel is that structure. Alexandru, hello. Is 4070 future-proof for 1080p? Well, how far in the future are we talking? I mean, it's a 1440p card, so yeah, it's good for 1080p. But how long? I mean, I don't really think anyone could tell you how long it's going to last. We don't really know. It depends what games we get. It'd be almost impossible to say exactly how long. And also, there's too many other factors too. Like, if you could be able to use DLSS 4 and stuff like this, that would obviously prolong it even more. So it'd be, you're kind of talking on things we don't even know really. C++, yeah, I used C++ at uni, but I'd never actually really used it in any of my jobs at all. I actually use Java as well, which I think C++ and Java are a bit similar, aren't they? I probably use C++ the least, I would say, out of everything. Mainly used, I started on C, Like way back when I first started learning. I did C Sharp predominantly. And then when I was at uni, they mainly used Java, but I couldn't stand it. And then pretty much in work, any job I've had is pretty much C Sharp. C Sharp, Python, and just a load of other stuff. JavaScript. This looks nice here, doesn't it? Is there a waypoint here so we can fast travel? There is. This is native 4K now, yeah. No, no. I'm not going to be able to just stroll in there, am I? It's got a threat level. Did we actually, let me just, did we want to see 1440p for a little bit? Because we checked that out. We checked that out on the 4090, I was about to say 4090 Ti, I don't know. I don't know why I was going to say that. (140 FPS). You have to have the most accurate data type. Yeah, I think I'd probably, if I started again, I'd probably start with Python. Like one of the most used now, anyway, as well. And all my focus is all data stuff. And obviously, when I started, I didn't really know where my focus would be, but. So, 100 and, what we get 140, 170 in 1440p, very, very good frames. I don't know, I can't go any, I can't climb anymore. Wait, go out the other side. Here we go. It does bother me a bit in Assassin's Creed games that they make like this. It was the same in the original games. A lot of the waypoints are just copy and pasted. It kind of bugs me. Like, I feel like it wouldn't be that difficult to just add a bit of variation in it, but they're all just identical within the city, you know? And I get it in the old original games, but for this game, I feel like you couldn't at least just mix it up a bit. You know, just even vary it just a little bit. And like even all of the climbing, the way you climb it is it feels identical. It might not actually be exactly the same, but the actual building is identical. It just kind of bugs me that they still do that. I feel like on Valhalla, every single one was different. In 2K, but the power cons of the G... Yeah. Yeah, this powers... I mean, we're using 20 to 30 watts less at 1440p. I mean, the power consumption in this card is very high. You know, look at my 4090. We were doing, on average, 20 to 30 FPS more than this, and it was using 100 watts less.
It was necessary.
Like, that's nuts. I thought I'd see it in this game used less, because this game seems not that demanding. But at 4K native, we're still capped out at like 340, 350. You know, whereas my 4090 is using like 200 watts less than its TDP. This is maxed out. still, you know. Which is pretty crazy. You have Valhalla, is that one worth? I prefer this. I think Valhalla is cool. I said it yesterday. I really like the concept of Valhalla, but it gets... After you play it for a bit, it becomes a huge, massive grind. Once you've seen it, you're sort of done with it. Once you've seen the kind of core main game, then you're kind of done. I think it's a cool concept. I think it's maybe a better game, not in an Assassin's Creed IP. So, like, if that's a standalone game, I think it's probably is like, if it's more aimed and played like a Witcher type game, I think that's a really cool game. But the blend of Assassin's Creed with it, kind of after a while, like, I never completed it. Get like a bit of the way through, and then I've seen it all, you know. Isn't that every assassin? I think it depends. I do feel like the Assassin's Creed games have got less and less interesting story. So like I don't find myself so bothered about the stories. But I think like Origins, Odyssey were like kept me pretty engaged. I feel like Valhalla was probably just the worst for that. I've pretty much played all the others. I never really felt bored, but...
We will grant each other an audience. But first, I must know something.
What?
Why are you dressed like a peasant?
I think it depends. This game's better, I think, overall, because this has got the more Assassin's Creed vibe of, like, big cities, parkouring.
You have not been here, I hope.
And it's like, you know, you're not traveling around loads, like emptiness everywhere, where in Valhalla there's just huge areas of just nothingness, which isn't really what makes Assassin's Creed good, I don't think. Like, think of Unity. Everything's just really dense and, like, crushed together. You're not, like, going from London to Winchester, you know?
I have been trying to
on a
remember
path.
the specifics of its design.
You have spent
Travel Champ, yo, really enjoying this game. Nice, yeah.
Why?
I'm enjoying it as well.
I too have seen it before.
Are you playing it on console
where
or
or when.
PC?
Only that I have. Whatever it is, it calls to me. I intend to unravel its mystery, and so should you. But of course, duty calls.
Stop.
Kasahi.
Bear it in mind if it means you will spend more time outside these musty.
How do I feel about the game? Yeah, I like it. It's good.
You
I
really
mean,
do
performance
spare it off
overall for
everyone, don't you, Basim?
most games that have come out this year is one of the better ones. You know, we're doing, even at native on the 4090, one of the... Not many games were doing 120, 110, 120 FPS at 4K native on day one. Not seen that much this year.
And perhaps I should look into Nihal's obsession. It seems Nihal is trying to discover the location of a secret chamber.
Between the two, back and forth. Probably stick with PC. Is it better than the quality on the 1080p? Oh yeah, you should try Syndicate. I really like that one. I think the top ones for me are Origins, Syndicate, and Unity. Like, they're the my favorite ones, I think. People say Black Flag is their favorite, but I never actually really played that one that much. So what we've got here, 150. I don't know, what did we have exactly here with 1440p? I didn't see it. Did we have like 130, 140, did we? Yeah, so we gain like 20 FPS at 1080p. Not really, I I've noticed in this game, though, you start dropping settings and changing resolutions and stuff. You don't really gain that much. You know, even with the upscaling, going to ultra performance, you don't really gain enough for it to really be CPU bottleneck. I don't know, it doesn't look like it. I mean, we're using 100% of the GPU still. We're not using any more CPU. Like, we're not. It basically doesn't use anything more of the hardware. It's almost like nah. Like, CPU is the same. It's almost like, you know, you've got enough. The power, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't advise you buy this GPU, though, anyway. It's not really designed to be played at 1080p. So, like, yeah, you'd have a huge negative of the power consumption at 1080p.
You there, halt! Die!
Oh, no. Rip down all these posters. How is people seeing me?
I see you.
Damn! That guy got wrecked. All Assassin's Creed games. Yeah, this performs a lot better though than Valhalla from what I remember. I remember being at only, what were we at? I suppose I don't really know if I tested it on the 4090 though. I don't recall getting over 100 FPS on it though. I could be wrong. I just don't remember. Am I getting MetaQuest 3? No, I had no plans to. Don't really be bothered by stuff like that. You can see the taskbar. Yeah, it's because I'm it's because my capture card is capturing. I think it's probably capturing in 4K, and then it's downscaled for the stream. So because I've gone down to 1080p, it's probably messed with the capture card. Did you see that? You saw the 1080p though, did you, or did I miss that? I think it was up, was it? I just got to Oh dear. I think I just bricked my PC. Yeah, I did. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, this is why we have a stream PC now. I can switch it off, restart it, and it doesn't crash. You bricked it, yeah. That looked a bit like a driver timeout, but the whole thing is bricked. So that normally happens when it driver timeouts. I get that coloured screen. I'll reboot. We'll try and do that mission quick, and then I better go. Last of Us 2, or... Yeah, I hope so. That'd be good to play on PC. Right. Right, it's back on. It's not completely dead. Maybe it's on its way out. Let me just log into Ubisoft. Am I out tonight? No. How about you? I need a productive day tomorrow. Watch Tottenham absolutely batter. Who are they playing? I think it's a 12:30 game. I forgot who they're playing. And then Arsenal Man City on Sunday. Ooh. That is the crunch. That is crunch time. The big crunch. Okay, now I've completely lost my OBS. I'm going to have to... Okay, no, I see. Right, let me boot the game. Sorry about that. Good job we got the, you know, at least the stream PC's doing its job, you know. First time. We'd have completely crashed. You know, you'd all be wondering what's going on. Liverpool most charismatic team by far. Who said that? Who said that? You're gonna regret you said that. Right, what's this? Right click. How do I kick? Hang on. How do I do it? Hide user on this channel. There we go. Right, I don't know if I've got any sound. This who did I kick? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I have loads of Liverpool friends. They were all crying last weekend. Right, I don't know if I've got any audio. Hey, there we go. Right, sorry about that. What was I doing when that happened? Oh yeah, the capture card went funny because I went 1080p. Alright, well, we don't need to do that again. Did you guys at least see 1080p? I think you did. I don't know if it had messed it up. It looked like it had worked. It was just showing you the bottom, the taskbar, wasn't it? Because I was downscaled from 4K. Play through that mission and then I better go. Well, I wonder if it saved it, actually. Liverpool by far the most moany, self-entitled babies. Yeah, my mate was just crying. He was just, like, crying over text to me. And I said to him, I was like, yeah, no, I agree. Like, it's not great. But every team has had bad decisions against them, you know? And I said to him, I was like, do you remember the Tottenham-Liverpool Champions League final? That handball that was given, that was an absolute atrocious decision, in my opinion. It completely killed the game in like the first 5 minutes, and then he just didn't say anything else. I was like, yeah, right, okay, exactly. You won the Champions League final pretty much off of that, so you gotta hush your gums, you know. Everyone's got lucky with the decisions sometimes. You know, everyone's also had it against them too. It's just part of football. I think the offside thing definitely should be sorted. Like, I don't think, you know, offside's you're either on or you're off. VAR should be like 100% accurate at that. I think some of the other decisions, they're still open to the ref's decision. You know, he can look at the footage, but he still has to decide within the rules. You know. But like red cards and handballs, it's still a bit of a grey area because he's still just watching the same thing and then he has to decide still. It's not like a computer being like yes or no, you know.
I have found dwellings in 3 districts that are most unassuming.
Liverpool fans are also complaining about the red card.
And
And it's like, I think you can look at it either way because he could have broken his leg. Like, okay, he didn't intend to do it, and he gets the ball, but it's still pretty reckless. So it's down to the referee, really.
See Abu Ja'far about some things he's been working on. Then come find us.
And then they're moaning about the second yellow too, but because the first yellow wasn't a yellow. But I mean, if you're on a yellow card, there's no way you're making that second challenge. Like, the fact that he's made that second challenge on a yellow already is stupid. So, like, I don't think you can moan about that. He knew he was on a yellow, so I don't know why he's making tackles like that. It doesn't matter if the first challenge was a yellow or not. Why are you making that tackle if you're already on a yellow and then moaning that you've been sent off? Like, that's make no sense.
Keep well. And you, Bassam.
Right, we just unlocked that. Unlocked that tool. It wasn't red worthy. I don't know. I think you can look at it either way. Like, he could have broke the... It was dangerous. So, like, it doesn't matter if he was intentionally did it or not. It was reckless in terms of, like, he endangered the other player. So, like, I agree he didn't maybe intend to do it, but red card's not about intent. Like, I could break your leg, but not mean to do it. Of course, like, who wants to break someone's leg? Like, no one does. You're not intentionally trying to break someone's leg, but that's not what a red card's about. The actual endangering of other players. It's nothing to do with, like, if you intended to do it or not. Like Son, did he break the Everton player's leg? I think he did, right? That time? Like, obviously he didn't intend to do that either. And you could argue he went in for the tackle 50-50, yeah, but he still endangered the other player, whether he meant to do it or not. Like, you know, and he ultimately broke the guy's leg. So that's a red card. Like, it doesn't matter. Is there any more side missions? Sorry, I'm ranting a little bit. That's a side mission. Side missions are over there. One over there. It was a red. He goes studs up halfway. Yeah. I think, like, because they were arguing that he got the ball, and it's like his foot pretty much goes over the ball. It obviously makes contact with the ball, but the whole concept in a red card is, like, if you're out of control, so, like, he doesn't cleanly get the ball, he's technically not in control of where his studs are. Like, he's got studs up, and he's not in control of where his leg's going. So, like, if he's not in control like that, then that technically falls in dangerous conduct. He's not got control. He can't pull his leg out of that tackle to not break the other guy's leg. But I would definitely, like, if I was on the receiving end, I would probably be saying the complete... Oh, I'd be like, nah, that's harsh. Yeah, I mean, that's just, like, fan bias, but... I wouldn't be... I don't think I'd be angry if a Tottenham player got sent off for doing that, because it is... I wouldn't do that. Like, if I was playing football, I wouldn't... You know, you'd be... If I was playing Sunday League and you did that, I mean, it's dangerous. To even go into a tackle like that is dangerous. I actually played... Well, I used to play Sunday League, like, when I was young, like, every weekend. But a guy broke his leg once, on, which was horrible. I know, we had to, like... The game got cancelled. We had to... like, ambulance come and everything. It's horrible. You know, it'd be funny because you know they were saying about a replay. We do a replay and, like, Liverpool get battered. Oh, I'd love that. That'd be hilarious. We do a replay and it's 3-0. Like, it's even worse. Now, we'll take the first result. They'll replay it, lose 3-0, and then at the end of the season they'll miss out on top 4 based on goal difference, and then they'll moan that they want to take the first game, not the second one. That'll be how that plays out. Tommy, hello. How would the replay work? No, they won't do it. They'll never do that. I think was it Klopp was talking about it, but they'll never do it. I don't think they'd ever do that. Because if they replayed it, every team's then just going to ask for replays on like dubious decisions, aren't they? It would just be never ending. Yeah, it'd be like opening a can of worms.
This is the place.
Liverpool will win the league anyway. Don't make me laugh. Oh, that's funny. That is funny, that one. Oh. That's the funniest thing I've heard all day. I'm messing around. I'm joking. I want to do that waypoint, you know. Liverpool their team is looking good. The team's looking good. I don't think it'll be. I reckon Liverpool may be second, but they're not going to win the title. I don't think they will. I think top 4 will be Arsenal, City, Liverpool, and Tottenham. I think that is top 4, but from how they've played so far. But I don't think Liverpool can. I unfortunately think it probably will be City again, which I don't really want it to. But for me, would I rather City win or Arsenal? I mean Arsenal, you know. I don't want Arsenal winning it. As much as I hate to see City win it again, I don't really want Arsenal winning it. Newcastle were top 4. Potentially, but the difference is, though, is Tottenham aren't playing any other, like, Europe and stuff. I think Newcastle will go quite far in Europe, which I think will affect their Premier League. Same as what you're seeing with Brighton. I don't think those teams have like enough squad depth to be able to play in those, like, because Brighton I think looked better last season when they didn't have that, you know, where Tottenham for example they don't have any of that stuff, so they could just fully focus on, which I think makes a massive difference. Do I get games for free? No. How do we get up there, do you reckon? Because I think that's why City do so well, is because they could rotate their team, and a lot of the time it doesn't look any different. Like, the performance doesn't look any different. And like, if you have the ability to do that, then you know, you're going to end up with results like City. If you look at Arsenal, though, they rotate their team and they don't look as good at all, which I think is one of their problems. And they've now got injuries too. I think Saka's injured, isn't he? I think he got injured the other day, which is, you know, not good for the City game. Right, guys, I'm going to have to save it. I'm going to have to head off. I'll be back on tomorrow, though. Probably be back on like a normal-ish time tomorrow, so it'd be like 4 or 5 o'clock English time. So we'll what do I go on to? I'll probably check this out on the 4080 maybe. Check this out 4080 tomorrow. Go through some of the other cards. What team do I support? Tottenham. Any plans for the week? Not really. Just kind of catching up on stuff, watching football. But yeah, have a good evening, guys. I'll catch you tomorrow.